Here in Milwaukee, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the hill, a soft tossing lefty. Just like you, Chris. Jose Quintana. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Nico Horner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Up the middle, and a base hit right there. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Right through there for a strike. Quintana with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
The Cubbies are looking very strong so far this season.
Runner.
There goes the runner. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit, with 3 hits and 4 runs batted in the series. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Haas makes the grab on the run.
Batting 4, first baseman.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Michael Busch.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Michael Busch in the box now. No balls and a strike. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. Here comes a pitch. Just misses. 2-2.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Carson Kelly in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Chourio right there to make the grab. And that is that. Cubs leave one. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at American Family Field. And the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. That's in there. That's strike one. Yelich launched a homer in his most recent game. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. One up, one down.
Batting second.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Eric Haas.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
And a foul ball. One out, bases empty. Pitch misses, and down. 1-1. And there's a ball. That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Boyd, 34-year-old vet, he joined the team as a free agent. That one ripped. And foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. That one pushed foul. In the air, right side. Reaching down, makes the catch. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. And here is Carson Kelly. Kelly working through some struggles lately. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and that's just foul.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
In the air, left field. Haas drops steps, heads back on it. Hauls it in for the out. Next is the designated hitter, Miguel Amaya. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And first offering is fouled off. Quintana, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a four-seamer, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Right back to him on the mound. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting seventh, third baseman.
2 down, base is empty.
Turner.
Now it's Justin Turner. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And the Cubs are down in order. To the bottom of the second, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Hoskins pushes it foul. Stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
In the air, right field. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. He goes down looking.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Fought off foul. No score here in the second. And there's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the second. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the third. No score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Quintana back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
There's a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
The shortstop takes the ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Outside low. It's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Popped up right side. Freeland makes a nice grab and a full spring.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Struck out swinging his first time.
Runner, yes,
Corner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Horner at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next pitch is outside. Left field. Haas makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cubs, and we are still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Left fielder, Eric Haas.
That catches the top part of the zone. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The next offering misses, and that is ball 1. Gets a piece and stays alive. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Vinny Capra up now for the Brewers. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Just missed.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control,
Batting
autopilot,
ninth,
just
third
dominating
baseman.
these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Number 63 stands in now and watches strike 1. This one in the air, right field. Tucker makes the play, and it's out number 3. On to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning getting started at the plate.
Right
Kyle
fielder,
Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
Tucker, 28 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Good piece of hitting, going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
On the ground to the left.
That's a foul
and it
ball.
goes just foul. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
All over that one right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Go ahead run on base. So up now for Chicago, Carson Kelly. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lays out and makes the play. Throw over to first. Throw behind the runner, and it got him doubled off.
Definitely a weird play right there, and it changes the outlook of the inning completely. Nice job by the defense to take advantage and get 2 outs out of it, but on the flip side, I have to think they're going to have some discussions and probably some lessons learned about the base running decisions that were made.
Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a ground ball. Capra throws to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Hitter, Christian Yelich.
Swing and a bouncer. Turner. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Now here is Sal Frelick. Swing and a miss as he was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Strike 3. Got him swinging. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that
corner. Acrobatic throw for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. No score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And a base hit into right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. John Birdie at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. Ground ball left side. And that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now it's Vidal Brujan. Flied to right his first time. This one in the dirt. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. Outside low, and the count now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Out towards left center. Haas brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Corner, the next to hit, takes ball one. Two on, one out. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz. Throw to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 2 in this one. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. Still no score. Back here in Milwaukee, and now the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
First baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, these Brewers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
0-2 now. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one hops against the fence. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Chorio swings through it for strike one. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
On the ground right side, takes it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Struck out swinging his first time. Infield comes in now. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that's too high.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand one, and we're still knotted at 0. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Right fielder.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Quintana back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Tucker with another scorching run of play lately. Slap the other way, foul.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Got him. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting first baseman
Michael Busch getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Gets him to chase after that one.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Into center, Chourio coming on. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back, and it's gone. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting third baseman Justin
And here
Turner.
comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Quintana is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Pitching for the
Here
Brewers.
comes a new arm for the Brewers,
Number
Nick
25.
Mears.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
And that one is lifted in the air. Frelick has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Vinny Capra. That's in for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking. Here's the third baseman. He's 0 for 1.
Third baseman Caleb Durbin.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
In time to Busch. Yelich is out, And Milwaukee is set down in order. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Cubs 1 and the Brewers nothing. We go to the top of the 7th, and now John Birdie. Mears in his 4th year, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Action in the pen down there. Jarred Koenig preparing to come on if needed. Anderson getting cranked up as well. In the dirt, and it's 2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hoskins hauls it in, and there's one away. Vidal Brujan, the next
now
come to hit.
Left fielder, Vidal Brujan.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
And that one way outside. And that's ball 2. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. So when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to Hoskins, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cubs 1 and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game
for
summary.
the Brewers, right fielder Sal Frelick.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Tosses to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And that one fouled off.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
The other way, corner. And a couple of quick outs.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at bat.
And that one is inside. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hoskins swings and blasts a high fly ball. Deep left field, way back there. And out of here. He sends a rocket to left. His second home run of the series. It's 1-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Chorio will hit next. Fouled off. He was late. Just missed.
1-1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bruhan has it sized up. Brings it in for the third out. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. All even at one apiece. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jared Koenig.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Jared Koenig.
Suzuki in the box now. Takes strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Trevor McGill getting ready to go.
Ball.
And the count 1-2. Missed inside with the curve. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Tucker in the box now. Takes strike one.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
All tied up, and we're in the top of the eighth. Swing and a broken bat roller towards third. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Well, a tremendous stop there, but it looked like he had a little trouble getting off the throw as quickly as he would have liked. Had to get something on it to beat the runner.
Now the Cubs' four-hole hitter, Michael Busch. Just missed.
1-0.
Strike one.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Line drive, Ortiz. The throw to first, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at American Family Field. Now,
Brewers,
Joseph Ortiz.
Joseph Ortiz.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And out number 1 on the grab.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
On the ground to third. Turner. Not in time. He's safe.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
And now it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Inside corner for a strike, and the count is 1-2. 1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And that one handled. Jump throw, and it beats him. What a play.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman. Squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That one the other way. Brings it in for the third out. Milwaukee leaves 1. Score remains tied 1-1.
Pitching for the
Back
Brewers.
now, and on the mound, the closer, Trevor McGill.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a foul out of play.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Outside low. 1-2 to count.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
1 down, base is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. Out number 2.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
On the ground, out to short. Fires over to Hoskins, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still tied, 1-1.
Now pitching for Chicago.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Drew Pomeranz.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Hitter, Christian Yelich.
Yelich in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
They'll just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, right
Sal
fielder.
Frelick up now for the Brewers.
Frelick.
0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And that is out of play. Trying to send this to extra innings. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
That one at the knees for a strike.
1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Offense held in check there. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. All tied 1-1. On to extra innings. So up now for Chicago, John Birdie. Craig Counsell going with a pinch hitter here. Dansby Swanson. And he's got the go-ahead run out there in scoring position for him. McGill back to work. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That one in triple digits. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The other way, down the line, and it's foul. Man at second. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Fires over to Hoskins, and Swanson is set down. And the runner stays where he is. Now the left fielder, Vidal Brujan. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ian Happ.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
And that one is inside ball 1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Snags it for the second out. Here's Nico Horner. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here. Rhys Hoskins. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Porter Hodge.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Check swing, went around. And that is strike 1.
1 strike.
squirts away a little bit. Tag out, and they cut down the winning run at third.
Wow, that's a tough one. You kind of feel bad for the base runner right there. It's just a brutal mistake, and you can tell his teammates are a little disappointed. He's already in scoring position. He's the potential winning run. You got to be smarter than that out on the base paths.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. That one misses, and that's ball one. And that's in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Goes down looking.
Now pitching
So the
for
Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Grant
56.
Anderson.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical. You want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it gets by him. The run scores from third, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Tag, and they've got him. So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. First pitch, and he just misses.
Don't be surprised the ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Grant Anderson departs. Two-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Pitching for the
Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Craig Yoho. First pitch misses. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. So now the DH spot, Miguel Amaya. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
No balls. One strike.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count. Base is loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Out there to center. Base hit. One run in already. Throw into third. Not going to get him. He's in there.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter. But when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. And a foul ball. 4 runs already in the frame. And here in extra innings. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strain that runner at third now.
Hack now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball line to center. Churio makes the play, and that'll do it. They get 4 runs in the inning on 6 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Brewers 1.
Now pitching for Chicago.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. That clips the corner.
0-1.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Base hit, center field. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 5-2.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Got him swinging. Just 1 out remaining for the Brewers.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you. It kind of makes you look silly.
Number 63 in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cubs keep it rolling. 7 straight victories now.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
And your final score, 5-2. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.